Alright, y'all, welcome back.
We back.
I don't have my mic on because I fucked up.
Neither
but we're
do
back.
I.
It don't matter. What is 37?
They could hear us. None of us have our mics on. But they could hear us.
We gonna start that over, or we gonna keep it going? Anyway.
No,
we got 37. Let's keep it straight.
We back. Episode 37.
Welcome back.
Follow,
comment, subscribe.
Make sure y'all do that. We'll leave everything in the post, in the description.
All that.
All of our Instagram, Twitter, and shit. We're getting back into everything. Obviously, last week we explained with the COVID. Man, you ain't following my personal shit. I'm not putting my shit out there.
Personal, so I was
like, thank you.
Okay.
Make sure you do that. But let's get right into some shit. I mean, first off, the Elijah McClain shit. I don't know. I know you guys said you don't really
go ahead, you say
know too much about it, but basically, it was a Colorado incident.
I remember that.
The dude was wearing. I know, but Darden, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna give you the whole rundown on the shit. Basically, black kid walking home from the store had a ski mask on. I guess somebody called 911, said it's suspicious, whatever. The cops pulled up, and within like a minute, they were already trying to like arrest him and shit. And they were saying he's like he resisted arrest. They put him in a chokehold, all types of shit. Had the ambulance come through. And when the ambulance got there, they were like telling him all this shit that, oh, y'all should sedate him, blah, blah, blah. And they shot him up with the ketamine. You remember that?
I kind of remember this now, yeah.
Okay. And nothing had happened. The paramedics and shit, the cops, they went free or whatever. The chief said they didn't do nothing wrong. But, and I know we're a little late on it, but basically everybody that was involved with it is getting charged. They're finally cracking down on that shit. They had their internal investigation. The body cam and all of that shit told a different story than what the officers were telling.
Yeah.
They were saying he was telling them like, dude, I'm like, I don't remember exactly what it said, but he was basically like, I'm an introvert. I don't like being confronted. Like, you're freaking me out. I just don't like come near me. Please leave me alone. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just walking home.
Yeah.
Apparently the cops didn't do nothing to determine if he was an actual threat or if he was actually doing something illegal. And they just acted instead. And so I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the name now.
He basically had on the way to the hospital, the paramedics gave him the shot of ketamine to sedate him, but he died.
Yep.
They said that they overestimated his weight, and that's why they gave him too much or whatever.
Yeah.
But outside of that, why are you giving him ketamine? That's fucking horse tranquilizer. Sir, if you don't know, it's very serious.
Yeah.
Also a drug epidemic going on. Not like it's not that crazy, but if you're white, you like it. But
I'm glad you said.
Not me, Caucasian.
I'm glad
Excuse
you
me,
said.
Caucasian. It's really weird. I don't know why people like doing that shit. But anyway, gave the man too much, and he had a heart attack on his way to the hospital and died in the ambulance.
Yep.
So for the longest time they let him slide, but now they're prosecuting and they're facing like manslaughter charges.
Who's
negligence? The cops, the paramedics, everybody that was involved. The 3 cops. I mean, they got dismissed or whatever, put on leave after the incident happened. But now they're finally doing their investigation and shit, and they're being charged with all types of stuff. They're throwing it at all of them.
The whole book.
Exactly.
And this is Colorado, you said?
Yeah, in Colorado. But it's damn near 2 years.
2 years. But
well, you know how the court systems work. They
take years.
But even then, they had like certain cops got caught like texting about it, and the cops like redid the chokehold, and they were laughing about it. Remember that? That's that story. And so they're basically throwing all types of charges at him. Go ahead. You got him?
Yeah. So the officers is 1 count of manslaughter and then 1 count of criminally negligent homicide. And then the nurses get 2nd-degree assault with intent of causing bodily injury and committing a crime of violence.
And they deserve guilty on all.
And then the paramedics, 1 count of 2nd-degree assault with intent of bodily harm, second-degree assault of recklessly causing serious bodily injury by means of a deadly weapon because they used ketamine.
And it was also something about like causing him to go unconscious or some shit like that. Like they did something to.
One count of second-degree assault by a purpose other than lawful medical or therapeutic treatment, which also carries 2 counts of crimes of violence.
Boom. Guilty on all accounts.
So basically, everybody's going down.
Guilty on all accounts.
Which I know we bring up a lot of negative shit, but that's not also negative. It's sad for the family that they lost him and that it's taken so long for them to do some shit. But at least now they can feel a little better. I know it's not going to bring their son back, but
they're getting some
at least they're getting justice for that shit. So that's good. That's going on right now. So
that was Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's 2 years, not 40 years, like some cases.
Wild. U.S. is wild. There's a shit going down in Washington right now.
Oh, yeah, you said you had.
They just passed some new law where, like, let me see, it was law enforcement out there is not allowed to like pursue anybody for probable cause. They have to have, what was it? Law enforcement pursuit called off against the driver of a stolen bus. Why didn't the police track down an armed robbery suspect even when they knew what he was wearing and where he was heading?
Damn.
After a man was shot dead in a parking lot, why did responding deputies get told to pull back and search for the suspect who was arrested 13 days later? So, and it says the new laws took effect July 25th in Washington, represent not only some of the most extensive experiments in police reform in the nation, but jeopardize the public safety. So the 2 bills is House Bill 1054. It requirements for tactics and equipment used by peace officers. They need to break this down more fucking simple. The new laws require probable cause rather than reasonable suspicion.
Okay.
So to pursue and detain a suspect, making it more difficult for officers to make necessary arrests.
To pursue and detain.
Also,
so they can't chase you, or if you dip out or you drive away or whatever, they can't. They basically can't fuck with you if they're like, oh, we think he might be doing something suspicious, but they have no proof.
Right.
If it's like, oh, we got a call about a black Toyota leaving the scene of a hit and run or whatever, and you're in a black Toyota, fit the description of the car, you got some dents, then that's some probable cause right there, because he fits that shit. But if it's like, oh, there's a blue Toyota, let's pull him over.
Also, officers must exhaust all alternatives before resorting to force in any situation. And the legislation also eliminates many de-escalation methods currently used around the nation. So they can't
chase.
Yeah.
Which is basically what everybody's been talking about, because, yeah, I mean, they obviously do too much.
I'd rather you chase them than just pull out your gun and shoot them right away.
Well, he's saying that you can't chase them.
I know, but I'm saying I'd rather, because they just be pulling out their gun. They don't even give a chance to chase. As soon as the person tries to run away, they just pull out the gun and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the example...
But I think he's saying that they can't use certain practices like that. Tasing them, fucking shooting them while they're running away.
Okay.
Or whatever, just because they're running away from
like they're not a danger to you if they're running away.
Basically.
Exactly.
But that means you... Angie gave me an example because her sister, somebody lives out there.
They live out there, yeah.
And she gave an example of, like, basically somebody could come to your house, knock on your door, you answer the door, they hit you, knock you out or something, you have your kid or son or daughter in the front yard playing, they hit them, the police come, they could punch the police officer and take off.
And run away.
And he can't fucking chase him.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? So she told her, she's like, you better strap up.
Shit. I need to get a gun.
This is in Washington. Oh, and on another note, Washington, these fools, something about their school district out there, Wayne, if I get it wrong, remind me, they're teaching as early as kindergartners. Did I say that right? Kindergartners?
Yeah, kindergartners.
That sounded weird.
Kindergartners.
That it's okay. They're teaching about sex starting at in kindergarten in
hell?
Washington, saying like, oh, some people might like a penis in their butt.
What the fuck?
For boys and girls, everybody, Because they're all
kindergarten.
Kindergarten, bro.
Can you look that up, please?
What the?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
I didn't read an article or
And that's in
nothing.
Washington,
this
like
is from
DC?
someone that lives out there.
Or
No,
the
Washington,
state?
Seattle.
Wow.
Washington, the state, like Seattle, Washington,
Oh.
Seattle, the city.
They
I'm
did
living there.
legalize all the drugs, so I get it.
I am.
And like I
not
said, I haven't
living
read it. This is coming
there.
from
So
someone
we
that
ain't moving
lives
no more.
out there.
We ain't moving there no more.
And they're talking about putting
I
their
don't even
kids
have
in.
kids, and they ain't moving there.
They're
no
talking
more.
about putting their kids in homeschool because of that.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I said in like 20, 30 years, we can have some weird motherfuckers coming out of Washington.
Man, Washington's already weird.
Talking about at 9. I
Their
don't
slogan
know.
is "Keep fucking Portland weird" or whatever.
You're telling a 6-year-old you might like a penis in your butt.
Like the fuck?
Well, I don't know if that's how they said it.
No, that's
but
probably how they say it. That's ridiculous.
This is just some
I think I learned about sex ed like
I'm assuming.
6th grade. Yeah, it was 6th grade.
That's not sex ed. They're talking about.
I didn't learn
penis
about
and
that. I
butts.
mean, I got condoms in 6th grade. Like they
They
gave
talking
us
about penis
condoms
and
in
butts,
6th
bro.
grade. So they talked about like not butt sex.
Exactly.
Sixth
They
grade.
talked
That's
about
when you hit
vaginal.
Hold on.
They talk
Go
about
ahead.
normal, like fucking.
Hold on, go
just
ahead.
Sex.
Just vaginas.
It basically
Huh?
says so. One resource says that they support the sex ed statewide because it addresses the public health crisis.
Nah, dog.
They argue that every child, even at a very young age, should be able to talk about sensitive topics when trusted adults at schools in order to potentially stop sexual abuse among young boys and girls who may not even understand what an inappropriate touch is.
Okay.
Got you.
That part
That's
I get.
different.
That part I get, but
Saying
see.
that it's okay to take pee-pee and butthole
Make that
to kindergartners.
like
to kindergartners. To kindergartners. Don't edit that out.
they didn't say it's
To
okay. They
kindergarten.
were just saying like people
It
do
happens.
that. Yeah, they're not saying it's okay.
So
Okay.
it says
I'm less worried.
kindergartners will be taught how to manage feelings and make friends. This is what is taught in the older grades is what makes it the most progressive statewide sex ed mandate in the country. It addresses relatively new concepts in the classroom, such as the Me Too movement and then LGBTQ issues and bystander training.
Wow.
It's a lot for a kindergartner.
yeah.
So I
That
think
sounds
it's-
better than
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say
still.
I feel,
Go ahead.
penis
What?
and butt.
They can still wait till 6th grade like I did.
though a
I
small
turned
number
out
of districts have reported not teaching it at all. So
Okay.
That's good.
Wait, but a small number
A small number.
have
Yeah.
reported not teaching it. So most of them are doing it. I mean, it makes sense about the inappropriate touch and shit, but teaching them about sex and stuff like that, that's different. If you're saying, hey,
So
if
for example,
an older person or somebody that you don't like comes up and does this to you and touches you in a way that makes you
Shit, even a
uncomfortable,
person that you like.
say some. You
Could
need
be
to
a
say some
random
shit
family
that's not
member.
normal. I
and
know, but
some of the sex ed concepts have also offended religious conservatives, like Washington State, Catholic Conference. Says that the Catholic Church says teaching affirmative consent goes against their religious beliefs on premarital
Oh, absolutely.
sex.
It does.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they
They
have
can't
a
teach it 'cause they'd be
petition in
caught.
process as of right now.
they can't teach it because they'd be caught.
yeah.
They'd be like, wait, so you mean to tell me all this time you've been putting pee-pee in my butt?
You know, all of a
It's
sudden
been
you
bad.
put pee in my butt. It's been bad.
That's not okay? Damn.
So it's
Yeah,
kind
you know
of
how
they're trying to
many
bring up.
pastors and
Plain.
preachers would be going to jail.
Of course it's against their religious beliefs to teach about that.
Man.
Because they're doing it.
So if you guys lived out there
Allegedly.
and had kids, would you move or
Yes.
what would you do?
I'd homeschool them or move if I could.
Homeschooled.
If I
Get
could
out.
move, I'd move. If I can't move, I'm homeschooling.
I also feel like there's just some conversations you don't need to have at school. Like that should be taught at home.
Yes.
But what if
But
some
like
parents?
I learned about it in 6th grade, but like that's 6th grade, not kindergarten.
Okay, but they're trying to. Shit happens before 6th grade. That's what they're trying to
That's
bring awareness
true.
to the kids.
Like yeah.
And I understand some parents don't.
Some parents don't know how to do that. They won't.
They don't feel
But
comfortable
then
doing
there's
it.
Or not
They
even
don't know what to
comfortable,
say.
just some parents-
The resources should go to resources to help parents versus teaching it in schools because
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what I
like
was
it'd be
gonna
taken
say.
more seriously when your parent is telling you versus a stranger you've never met. Or even if it is your teacher, it's like
It's still like, it's
you're
your
not
teacher.
really going to go to your teacher if something
Right.
is happening.
Yeah.
And then you don't know how your parents are going to
Okay, well, to play devil's advocate, because in real life, some parents just don't give a fuck. So you give the parents the information, and the kid doesn't get it anyway, because the parent is worried about how their life might not be stable. They might have a fucked up situation, working this nice, and they never do this. I don't have time for this.
It could be the parent doing it.
That too.
That'll
So
also
just
cause
there's
a
too
lot
many
of
different
problems.
scenarios for them to be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna give it to the parent to take home, and if that's the case, then why would there be school?
Right.
True.
If you can leave it up to the parents.
Yeah, that's
True.
tough because you can't be like, hey, we're gonna teach about this in school. Make
I
sure
mean, I
you
know
sign off on it for
typically they
this
have a
week. If
consent
not,
form
don't.
for it. They don't just like
Do
throw
it.
the information at the people without letting parents
Yeah, probably have a
know.
consent form.
But it's also kind of like, okay, if a parent doesn't consent to it,
Yeah,
should you
then
be
what?
suspicious of that parent?
That's a good question.
Yes or no? Tap their phone.
Tap their phone.
It would just make me pay attention to that kid a lot more
Yes.
to see patterns of something.
Exactly.
Yes.
I
See some signs.
think the resources should go to the teachers more, noticing the signs. I don't think they should necessarily have to say like, because see, that's tough.
It
That's
depends
towing
on
the
how
line.
they're.
Like
It
you
depends
said-
on how they're teaching it.
Well, I'm saying like you said, it could be the parents are doing that to their kids, and the kids don't know. They
'Cause
go
we've
home
heard
and find,
those
or they go to
stories.
find out at school that what dad's been doing is not okay. Like that's foul shit. Like what do? Do I tell my teacher? Takes the dad away, breaks up the whole family, takes the kid away.
All
But at
that
the
shit.
same time, it's like they gotta know. They have to know shit, but it's gotta be at a certain age. It can't be like you said, kindergarten.
I feel like
Like,
that's
they don't
too
even-
young.
I don't even know what their fucking favorite color is and shit. Teach them how to.
I feel like kindergarten's too young.
Unless they know something we don't know. Statistics out there might be crazy.
I mean,
I
kids
think
are
it's
smart
unless
as
you
fuck
notice
nowadays.
signs. Unless the teachers notice signs like, oh, she doesn't like when people. Anytime someone goes to try and hug her, him or her,
flinches,
she
yeah.
flinches. She pulls away. Oh, like she doesn't like talking to people. She doesn't like people around her. He doesn't like people around and
Which could be a
shit
thing.
like that. Oh, he came in with some bruises or whatever. Blah, the obvious shit.
Right.
But
I still
That's-
feel like kindergarten's
because that's still tough. That's a tough one to kind of put through. Because obviously you could play devil's advocate both sides.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shit.
That's tough. Shit, we gonna have to. We gonna
Come
have
back
to
on
see
that
some
one. 'cause-
fucking results on that. I need,
Yeah.
Comment below.
I need to know. Yeah,
Comment
comment below if
below.
you live in
What
Washington
you're.
and where you're moving.
Where you're moving. On where you or if you're homeschooling your kid. Let us
Shit.
know.
That's wild, dude.
We got some questions.
You know,
I'm a little curious.
you know.
That's
Yeah, that's all I had on that. When I heard it, I was like, yo.
Huh.
That's why we have to check back on that shit. All right, so next we got. You want to talk about John Jones?
oh, he just got arrested, right?
He got arrested on some shit.
What'd he do now?
He's been charged with misdemeanor battery, domestic violence, injuring or tampering with a vehicle, which is a felony.
Yep.
All types of shit. They set his bail at $8,000, but he's on a 12-hour hold period. I'm pretty sure this was today or last night. But he was
like
arrested
last
in
night, early last night.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So
He has a home out there.
D, you got a great theory on that.
He was high.
I think he's back on the train.
You said domestic violence. Yeah,
Shit.
damage to a car.
Yeah, he was chewing, all right.
He was. Yeah. So he's fucked.
He was on the big white train.
Exactly. He's on a snow train.
Yeah,
And so,
call him the snow.
is that it for his career? Like, y'all think he's done? Because, I mean, how many times can you fuck up before you get...
Who is he
before you
waiting to
cut?
fight? Because it seems like he doesn't care anyway.
Shit, I don't even know. I don't even know if he had a fight lined up.
Exactly. Like
He hasn't.
That's
He hasn't
wild.
fought in what, like 2 years, maybe more. I don't even know, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna say he's just on some I don't give a fuck. You said domestic violence, crashed the car, and
Well, I don't know if he crashed the car, but
oh,
he did some shit to the car. Like he probably
It sounded like he was tampering with the car.
tampering with
It says
probably trying to hide evidence and shit.
he says injuring or
What'd you
tampering
find? What'd you find?
with a vehicle.
Go ahead.
You got the mugshot? I need to see the mugshot, bro.
No, it's.
See how wide this man's eyes are. He was in Vegas. He got that 2 for 20.
Now I gotta read this.
That's why he got caught.
let her read it. Go ahead. When you're ready, just say
Call
so.
back. 36. He got the
Hello?
2 for 20.
In Vegas,
Yeah,
just this past
he was
week.
in Vegas. Yeah, that's
was
where
in
he got
Vegas, like,
arrested.
Okay,
a
it
night or
says.
two
But he has a house out there.
So this is following the UFC 266 ceremonial
Hall of Fame.
Oh,
weigh-ins.
wow.
White addresses Jones' arrest, which took place hours after he was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame.
That was right after he
For
got into
his
the Hall of Fame.
UFC 165 battle.
He was
Damn.
lying.
Celebrating.
He was
He was celebrating.
lying.
Celebrating.
He probably didn't know he was in Vegas.
Celebrating.
Yeah, obviously we all know how this plays out legally for him and
Yeah.
where this ends up going.
Jail.
It's hard to bring this guy to Las Vegas for any reason. The city is not good for John Jones,
No.
and here we are again.
I'm saying he's got a big coke problem. You know, he's addicted to
They
that
selling it
shit.
2 for $20 out there.
2 for $20. You know he got money
He bought thousands.
buying packs.
Loud packs.
Yeah, he just don't
He's
care.
Montana in it. Okay, got a pile on the table.
Dang,
He
has
said
a whole
Khaled,
record.
another one.
No, he's been caught up a
Yeah,
bunch
he's
of
been caught up a
times,
bunch of
like
times.
a bunch of times.
2020.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3
Aggravated
strikes.
DWI,
Uh-huh.
negligent use of a firearm,
Uh-huh.
possession of an open container, and
Mhm.
driving with no proof of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, he was also involved with a 2015 hit and run
Yep.
where he was stripped of his UFC light heavyweight championship.
Yep.
Goat.
Hella offensive.
He said go.
Goat shit.
Goat
That's
So
shit.
when
goat
White
shit
was
right there. If he
made
gets away
aware
with
of
it,
his latest
goat shit.
situation, he wasn't all that surprised.
Wait, you say
He wasn't all that surprised.
Dana White? Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
Daniel was like, him again?
Only a matter of time.
Yeah.
He just got put in the Hall of Fame. He ain't fighting no more.
You talking about JJ?
Yeah,
JJ
it's-
White?
It's like
Mm.
not even shocking
He'll be
anymore.
alright.
When you bring him there, it's almost expected. You can't even let him in Las Vegas for less than 12 hours.
Vegas is dangerous.
Damn, he's
It's
worse
a problem. That guy's has a lot of demons.
than. Damn. He's worse than
Why
Rodman
you-
in Vegas.
They should hang out.
Him
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, I wish I
imagine
could do the
Dennis
voice.
Rodman and John
Oh,
Jones in
God.
Vegas together.
Damn.
That'd be a hangover movie. I'd watch that movie.
They staying up for 8 straight days.
I would watch that movie, bro.
What, him and Rodman?
Yeah.
I'm happy to play for the team.
Stay up all day. I don't give a fuck. I wish I could do it like he does it.
Yeah, Aries kills that
does it.
shit.
Oh my god.
I just had to be part of the team.
Bro, he got that shit down.
Perfect,
Bro,
bro.
it makes me laugh every
The
time.
fucking spitting and
Because
shit.
I went back and watched The
Yeah.
Last Dance after he did it.
Bro,
and I was
I know.
laughing so
The click,
hard.
go here, boom. Like this, go here, over here.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, you high right now.
Yes.
He came to the set coked out.
You came to the set.
They need to
coked
keep
out.
John Jones out of Vegas. They need to sell his house or tell him he need to move or some shit. He needs to go.
He can't
He's, how
be
many
in
times he
Vegas.
been into rehab for it already?
Too
right?
many.
Like a few times, a couple
Yeah.
times. But still, he's
Hey, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
if he gets away with it, go.
They say cocaine's a hell of a
Go
drug.
shit.
He ain't getting away with this one.
What happened with sports use? Something about Andrew Wiggins.
All right, yeah, shit.
Oh.
Right into the sports. Oh, Andrew.
a
So
good
basically, he
COVID.
tried to file for the religious reasons he didn't need to get the vaccine.
Is that
Right.
what he said?
Yes, he tried it. They declined it, and now the Warriors are saying that
They're worried about him.
legally he can't come to any of the home games. He
Well,
said
that's
he
not the
won't-
Warriors. That's the state of
the-
San Francisco.
That's
well,
what I'm
the
saying,
state.
but they're
not the
saying
state,
that
but
he
the
can't
city.
go into Chase Arena. He can't go into the home games unless he's
State of
vaccinated.
California shit.
So he's like saying, I'm not getting it unless you make me get it. But they're saying he can't play any home games without it.
Or
They
play
said
in
you
New
can't
York.
come in.
So he's gonna miss about 44 games, 43, 44 games.
Is he?
Because he's gonna miss
Oh,
all the.
how
If he doesn't get the vaccine, he's gonna miss all the home games and the games in New York against the Brooklyn
They say
Nets
the
and the New
San
York
Francisco
Knicks.
Department of Public Health ruled Friday that those who are unvaccinated cannot enter Chase Center even if they have a religious or medical exemption.
Any big event.
He tried to file for the religious or medical.
The
but
NBA has
it's like,
reviewed
bro.
and denied Andrew Wiggins' request for religious exemption from the San Francisco Department of Public Health in order requiring all
What religion
participants
doesn't let
aged
you
12
do
or
it?
older at large indoor events.
What religion doesn't let you get vaccines? I don't know.
I think it's
There's a
Muslim.
couple
Muslims.
Yeah.
I think it's Muslim. I'm not sure what else. I remember. I think that's the only one I know of off the top of my head. I'm not sure the other.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's Muslim.
But still, is he fucking up? You think he drops out of the league if he don't get it?
I mean,
I mean, unless they trade him to a state where they don't care, like somebody in Texas.
But he still
just
missed
get
certain.
it. He's on the Warriors.
If he'll still miss. But if they
Certain
trade him to a
trading-
team in Texas, he'll still miss certain games, like when they play teams in California and teams
New
in New
York.
York.
So I'm saying it's better off if he gets it.
Yeah,
Even though he doesn't
just might as
agree
well.
with it.
You might as well just get
Might
it.
as well just get it, bro. Don't fuck your bag up.
It's like the nurses, because nurses are mandated. They have to get it. It's mandatory that nurses get it. Which I get why nurses have to do it, because they're fucking dealing with COVID patients. So like,
And
I
just
get
sick
it.
people in
But
general.
there's a lot of nurses that aren't doing it, and they're losing hella money.
Would you be surprised if he just didn't
Don't do
play?
it. Not really, because they already questioned his will to want to play basketball, his love for the game. Because if you love the game, you're gonna say fuck it and do it. If you want to ball, you're gonna ball. You're gonna do what it takes to hoop.
Michael Jordan.
There was a quote where he says, to each his own, really. Whoever wants to get it can get it. Whoever doesn't want to get it, don't get it. Right now, I'm not going to get it, but there's no knock on anyone else getting it. I made my own decisions, but right now I decided not to get it.
Right.
And like, I get the reasons why he doesn't want to get it, but like, if you also want to get a check and play ball,
They're requiring.
it's required, especially in the
Knicks and the
state that you
Pistons
play
are
in.
the only teams that are fully vaccinated.
Who?
The Knicks and
Knicks and the
Pistons.
Pistons.
Lakers are now fully vaccinated too. I saw that report.
All right. Speaking of Lakers, we got some Westbrook drama already.
What
Not
happened?
really drama. You see him wear that skirt
Yeah.
and shit.
He always wear dumb shit.
So obviously he's catching backlash, and Kwame Brown weighed in on it.
Mm-hmm.
And his usual shit,
Kwame always loud.
bro. I can't repeat some of it because
Is that bad?
because of certain language.
Damn.
But obviously, it's the normal shit like, oh, you're like letting the white man tell you what to do, tell you how to dress. They tell you, put you in a skirt, and you like fucking bend over and take that shit.
Demasculating
And
shit.
yeah, they all types of shit. But why is he always in his car when he does this? Like Kwame Brown always in his car when he does a reaction, shit, driving down the highway.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Like, bro, do it
It's
at
his
home.
signature.
Dangerous. But I don't know if you want me to pull up the video for you.
No, you good.
But he roasts the fuck out of him. Do you think he's right? You think?
I mean,
how
I
do you
wouldn't
feel
wear
about
it,
the
but
dress shit? Like,
I wouldn't wear it, but do you? That's all you. Do
no,
what
we
you
know
want.
Westbrook's known for his outlandish outfits and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Kwame. I haven't heard the whole thing. I heard a little clip of it.
Yeah.
Some points to it, just the way he went about it
Yeah.
was disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was trying to get views, like trying to get his name back out there type shit. Like you could
Trying to go
have,
viral.
you could have a
Cause
problem
he been
with.
quiet for a minute.
You can have a problem with it. Maybe you
Right.
could have hit me. Some people you probably
Right.
could have hit me through back channels to be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Right.
But you made it a point to make a fucking post about it. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm Westbrook, I don't care.
Yeah, ignore it.
Whatever. You're not even in the league anymore. So
You suck when you were there anyway.
yeah,
think
it doesn't
that'll be
change
more-
anything about my life. People already talk shit anyway. So if I'm Westbrook, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, next.
And yeah,
You think it'll be more common?
for him or everybody.
It's the Westbrook.
general.
He's gonna do the Westbrook meme.
I know that. No, but in general, like the wearing the
The
dresses
dress.
and skirts and shit like that.
He's
Sure.
still gonna do it.
Sure.
No,
I mean,
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about in general. You
general.
think it'll be more common
Probably
amongst
because people love to follow.
as time goes by?
Probably because people love to follow. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen. People love to
It's-
follow.
yeah.
It's gonna happen.
And it's like not only that, like he
gonna happen.
dyed his hair blue and with stars in it.
Yeah.
a lot of kids are doing that shit.
It's a little
A lot of kids copied
It's a
Kuzma.
little RuPaul-ish if you.
It's
but
gonna happen. It's this generation.
drag-ish, but
It's this generation.
shit.
And he's wearing leggings underneath.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
fucking
care.
combat boots.
So the Lakers aren't
This
100%
man going
vaccinated
to
yet,
war
but they said
in
they will be
Ireland.
by the end
Hold
of the
on, what?
season.
Say that again.
Said the Lakers aren't 100% vaccinated yet, but they will be by the start of the season.
There you go. Shit.
So,
I mean,
and the Nets are worried about them not, like, some players still aren't vaccinated, so some people haven't been able to practice and shit. But they won't announce what players it is, but I'm guessing it's KD.
Kyrie, I say it's
And
Kyrie, bro. He don't
and
do
Kyrie.
nothing.
Kyrie, Muslim as fuck.
But speaking of the Kyrie shit, I know you heard some
Trade
some
talk.
rumors.
Oh, the
I know
rumor
you've seen all of the Kyrie, like the Nets tried to shop Kyrie.
for
Or
Ben Simmons.
Or they've been
and it was Kyrie for Ben Simmons.
at
I
least
saw.
entertaining it.
Yeah, and KD told him no.
Yeah, which is wild.
I mean, I'd listen to KD too, but like I wouldn't do it.
I know, but why would you listen to why would you even entertain the offers? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I wouldn't do that.
Like,
They probably thought, well, we got enough offense with those two. We can add defense with Ben.
Ben
We need to better our
Simmons.
defense, but I wouldn't do it. I'd rather have Kyrie.
Go ahead first.
I could see why,
I
but
can see why.
I would.
It'd be dangerous still.
Yeah. Kyrie's too much of a killer to just give up.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances with Kyrie still.
And then if I'm
But he's
the
missing
Sixers, I don't
games
want
left and right.
Kyrie because he misses a lot of games, and Embiid might get hurt, miss a lot of games. I don't need both my stars missing a lot of games.
Kyrie just missed games for no reason.
Yeah, he
Like,
just personal days.
not
I don't
even
want to
hurt.
play.
Just saying, I'm gonna take the day off.
My sister's birthday today. I'm not playing. Like shit like that.
That's
it.
nice. Wish I could do that for work.
That's what Kyrie do.
Wish I could just call out of my job.
He's like,
yeah,
no, I'm
man,
not feeling it today.
not feeling
I
it.
seen a bug get ran over. I don't want to play.
Nah, I'm staying home.
Yeah.
You're fired. Find a new job. But
Get millions of dollars. And
should
sits
they
at
have
home.
traded him? I mean, like, realistically, should they have traded him
For who?
for Ben Simmons?
No.
They said the deal was done. They
They
said
said
the
the
front office
deal
deal was
was done,
done.
and KD said fuck no.
think Katie's making a mistake because
No.
we know Kyrie's injury prone. It's Kyrie. I know. Yes, hindsight. If we're doing 2K, you don't trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons. Kyrie gets injured all the time.
I mean, they
He's
do
always
have a nice
missing
bench,
days.
though.
He's a point guard though. He needs the ball.
Yeah.
Kyrie needs the ball in his hand, and he
Yeah.
needs to do it. Obviously, what he does with James Harden coming in and him giving him the point guard spot. Yeah, he can be a shooting guard.
He's
He
more
still
better-
had,
he's
but
better at the two.
I don't think he's better at the two. I think he's better running the offense because of the way he can
He
can
scores
attack.
more though.
He can score, but he's the most like efficient guard. He's the
Yeah.
best guard that's
Yeah.
like ever played. His finishing shit is crazy, but that's not to say he doesn't make plays for other people.
Right.
It's like sometimes it don't work out. You had to find that shit out the hard way. Like sometimes you pass out and they miss. But you think having Embiid would be perfect for him?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not perfect, obviously, but you think he needs a big man so he can
Yes.
do his shit outside because James Harden, KD, Kyrie, they shoot a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
still want to shoot. I think so.
they shouldn't have. I think they. I get it. Like you said, I get it, but they shouldn't even listen to it. Like,
No.
that's fucked up.
Just
If I was Kyrie, I'd take that as a slight.
Yeah.
That's like them saying, bringing you in, you bring everybody else in, you bring KD,
Well,
both
you
of you
signed
get
there
James
first.
Harden. You were there first, and now they're just like, yeah, bro.
Has
we
he
don't really like
responded
you.
or anything?
no.
You know him. You don't say shit.
He hasn't said anything. But a lot of people said the rumors were false. Also.
They say that all the time.
Yeah, but they say that all the time.
All the time. Shit. Nobody wants Ben Simmons though.
Well, people do, but the Sixers are asking for too much. He's not worth what they're asking for.
He's not.
Well, he is and he isn't. So
Yes.
people aren't seeing
But
it
they want,
because all the.
they want draft picks, a top player, and an up and coming player. You're not going to get that. Especially after what he just did, you're not going to get that.
Exactly.
You better be lucky and get like a top player. Fuck, somebody else was there, Tony Kornheiser, whatever his name is.
Who?
PTI.
What the fuck is
The
that?
old white dude.
Kornheiser.
Kornheiser. Yeah, PTI. He said
Rosenberger.
They said they should do Ben Simmons for Bradley Beal straight up. I said no.
I mean, that still doesn't fix your problem. You're still gonna lose.
With the Sixers?
I mean, it doesn't really.
Even if they're still gonna both teams. it
Well,
doesn't-
yeah, the Wizards would just be completely rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Your star players would be Ben Simmons and Kyle Kuzma.
I mean, Ben
and
said
Spencer
he'll go
Dinwiddie.
anywhere. He said it doesn't matter, just trade me.
Yeah.
So I mean,
What I said earlier, hypothetical. How would you feel about the Suns trading for him?
for who?
For who?
Ben.
I know,
For
but I
who?
don't. Who would they give up? They
Yeah.
can't give up obviously the main three.
No, they wouldn't give up Booker or Ayton or
I don't
CP.
know if that would work.
But I
because
think they'd
Chris
have to
Paul,
give up Cam.
Yep.
They would have to move him to like the 3 or the 4. They
Yeah,
would have to
yeah,
put
yeah.
Ben
He'd have to
like
play
the
a 4. Yeah, he'd have to play a 4. He wouldn't be able to play the 1, or he could sometimes, and Chris Paul would just chill in the corner like he did with James Harden. But
They have to give up both cams. Payne.
oh yeah. They probably have to give up Mikal Bridges too, unless they
probably
give up,
Bridges before campaign.
Yes, they probably asked for Cam Johnson, Bridges, and a pick.
Yeah, that's still
That's a lot.
too much.
I wouldn't do it.
That's a lot.
I mean, it'd
I'll
help
give you
him.
one of them and Frank Kaminsky.
No. That's disrespectful.
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
I tell you, fuck you. You're
Fuck
crazy.
Fuck you, suck dicks.
Suck dicks.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
Nah, bro. Part of me feels like Ben's
Fuck
gonna
you.
stay and
Move
not
to
trade him.
Washington.
Ben's gonna say he's not gonna play. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what I feel. They're not trading him. He's not going nowhere. He's gonna
Yeah,
stay.
because they want
They're
too
just gonna
much
sit
and
him out.
nobody's gonna offer that much, and
Nope.
I don't see where else he could go really, where they're not giving up a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if they want him to go to Portland, they want Dame or CJ.
Yes.
Not happening.
Still not happening.
Not
Yeah,
happening.
I mean,
I'm not doing that.
Doesn't Minnesota have quite
Lose,
a few
lose.
picks?
Minnesota wants it, but they don't want. They want Sixers want D'Angelo Russell in return, and the Minnesota doesn't want to give up D'Angelo Russell. So
yeah. You're stuck.
yeah, he's
Sorry,
gonna-
Ben.
Yeah, you're stuck, Ben. You might
Sucks,
want to
bro.
just play it out.
Get a
Suck
cheesesteak.
dicks, suck dicks, play it out.
Let's get a cheesesteak.
Suck dicks, get a cheesesteak, get booed,
With
play it
whiz.
out. With whiz, with whiz,
With whiz.
with whiz.
Alright, shit.
As
I'll
Giannis
just-
says, with whiz.
With whiz. Chip. Yeah, that's the real champ cheese.
The real champ cheese.
Y'all got any shows? Did y'all? Okay. So, before, me and Renee been watching this show that just dropped on Netflix, The Squid Game.
Oh, I seen it.
Did you see it? You watch any
I saw
of
the
it?
preview.
Now, it's good. I think it's good.
It means I'm not watching.
But,
I'm just kidding.
bro, you watch like 50 shows at one time.
I
You can
do.
watch
I'm
one.
watching
You
hella
can watch.
shows.
It's only got 9. It's only got 9 episodes. It's one season. But great show, great premise of a show. But they like recorded it in Korean and they dubbed it over in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
obviously it.
I saw that on
But
the
they
preview.
tried
It's
real
the- it's
hard
the
to write
movie
the
with the
script to
script.
match how
The word.
the mouth is
Mouth.
moving. Like, oh my god, Jesus! And like, bro, I know you didn't say Jesus. I know you're not saying praise God right now. It's like I could tell. But it's like certain parts of it I'm like
Certain scenes
that's
are like-
kind of funny but it's a good show.
Okay.
It's like if they would have made it normal, if they would have made it normal
In
voice,
English?
either just like either do it their version, whatever, do
Yeah.
different
American
versions of
version.
it. I thought it was a movie at first, but we watched the whole thing in like 2 days.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit!
I saw the
like,
preview. I'll check it
it will
out.
surprise you.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the 1%. It's the same
Similar.
aspect where they like took a movie in a different language and then just like
Subtitle.
voiced it over.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. Yeah, there's some corny shit in there, here and there, where you're like, all right, chill out.
Pull it back.
Chill out, dude. Too much,
Of
too
course, of course.
much. But
a
overall,
lot
it was a
of
good
shit.
show.
Okay.
I'll check it
Binge
out.
watched the whole thing.
I'll check it out.
Check that out.
I will check it out.
It wasn't bad at all. The end, there's twists at the end. Well, there's twists through the whole fucking thing because it's wild. It's
Right.
like, it's wild, really.
We'll recap
Keeps
on
you
it
on your
next week
toes.
after.
Alright.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
I've been
it.
watching
Got a
that.
couple
Yeah.
episodes.
I've been watching like 80 shows.
It's trending on Netflix or whatever. It's #1, so I was like, fuck it, let me put it on. Oh shit.
Mhm.
Shit going down. Not bad.
Alright.
But shit, other than that, y'all got anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to talk about?
Some wild shit. Not this week.
Not this
this
week.
week.
Not this week.
We'll save it.
We'll save it for
Alright,
next
y'all.
week. We'll see y'all next
Appreciate
week.
you tuning in.
I'm
Like.
gonna just close it out with Go Steelers this week. We need a dub.
Please.
Yeah, we don't got Ben, but we won't
Ben's
talk about it.
questionable. He's still questionable. He
We'll
hasn't been
see.
ruled out. But
Question.
if he's out, play Dwayne Haskins. Fuck Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
That's that.
He's still
Or sign
concussed.
Cam Newton.
He's still concussed, bro.
I'll take that over Mason Rudolph.
Something.
I'll
I
take
mean,
Cam over Mason
Cam Newton
Rudolph.
is basically Ben's arm now,
But he can run.
but he can run. He's got no. He
and
can't throw the deep
look,
ball
we don't
like
have
he
a
used to.
line, so he can run. I will take that over stand still in the pocket Mason Rudolph when we don't have an offensive line.
I don't like Mason Rudolph.
I hate Mason Rudolph.
Dumbass name.
I swear he called, what's his name, Myles Garrett a nigga. I don't care if he's on my team. I swear he did it.